It's my word to the family. I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.
Up now is the pick six. So there's a three-way tie for third place. So last week my picks was Detroit, Dallas, Miami, the Rams, Baltimore, and Minnesota. So of course Detroit lost.
Yeah, the reason why I'm so mad at them. I'm pissed at Detroit. They got me because I would have went 6-0 if it wouldn't have been for them, bro.
Right. So they lost and Minnesota lost, and like I said, Minnesota was that embarrassing. Man, how do you just play like that,
bro? Like unless it's a Monday or Thursday game, I don't pick Minnesota at all.
And that's why when I saw that, I'm like, this is my kid. You know, we got to pick the Monday night games and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh man, like you know, like I definitely picked Chicago and Minnesota all year. They're up and down team. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust them. Yep. That's how I feel about Atlanta too. You can't. You don't know when they're gonna win.
Yeah. When you told me that, I said, I'm glad I don't pick them at all.
Yeah. So I went 4-2 last week, which take me to 47-27 on picks for the season. It's a three-way tie with three of us. So Slash last week picks. Like he said, Detroit. He picked Dallas, Dallas, San Fran, Miami, KC, and the Jags. Going 5-1, which takes him second place by itself at 48-24. Our number one ranker is LP. He went 4-2 for the week.
Coming for that number one.
Yeah,
spot,
he's only up. He's only got the lead by 2 or 3 games. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
for that number one spot, bro.
So his record right now is 50-22. So you better get on the LP because we coming, man.
Yeah, we all right there too. Like
right, you know, it's
better get nervous.
There's about 4 or 5 people within that striking distance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so. That's it. Slash don't got his picks, but we'll reveal it on the next show, his picks and how we did for next week. So we're going to move on over to our top 5 power teams in NFL. My last week's picks was Philly, Detroit, Kansas City, Baltimore, San Francisco. My 5 has changed a little bit. You're going to be surprised who I dropped out. You know what I mean? But
I hope it's who I think it is.
You go first.
Me go first?
Yeah, you go first. Who's your 5?
Okay, so 5 once again.
All right.
Jags.
The Jags, okay.
Your boys, I got them at 4.
Detroit?
Yeah, I got them at 4.
Okay, you got Detroit at 4, okay.
I'm saying the 49ers, I put them at 3rd.
3rd, okay.
Then I put the Chiefs at 2, Philly 1 once again.
Philly 1.
So, but like I was having a little dilemma because I'm like, bruh, everybody is 8-3 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here looking at it like,
who am I going to pick? Who is who, man? But
yeah, so who do I think is the better team out of everybody that's 8-3? I'm looking at Miami. I'm looking at the Cowboys. I'm like,
we should have did top 10.
That's what I was thinking to do, but I'm just like, but everybody else below that.
Yeah, it's just
besides these 7 teams,
it's just they just there.
Yeah,
you know?
So it's like no reason to do top 10.
Right. Top 5 is cool, man.
Yeah, 5 is cool. So it's like the whole 8-3 thing is what's kind of like confusing right now, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Jags 5, Lions 4, 49ers 3, Chiefs 2, Lions 1. I mean Eagles 1.
Eagle 1.
You know what I'm saying? So
and only reason Philly is number 1 because they got the best record in the league.
Yeah.
So you have to. I mean, like I said, they're not.
Jalen Hurts is playing good too.
Yeah, he's playing good. He's also in the running for MVP. You know, there's about 4 or 5 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. You know what I'm saying? He's not putting up a lot of numbers, a lot of stat numbers, but he's maintaining. He's he's doing his thing. You know, he's running their offense the way they need him to run it. So you got to put them at number 1. So
that tush push is like unstoppable too. So
can't nobody stop that. They just get in there, everybody just push. You know what I'm saying?
And I just see every other quarterback try to do it the way that Philly do it. They can't do it like that, man.
They don't know how to do it. That's why. Man, you know what I'm saying?
They tush push is crazy, bro.
Yeah, and Hurts ain't getting hurt because the way they doing it, they know how to do it. So they just got them. You know, he hike, everybody, the backs get behind him, push him, and the offensive line is pushing. So he just
that
in
play
there,
is
like
so dominant.
Yeah. So my top 5 for this week, and don't be surprised. Okay, number 5, Jacksonville. 8-3, they're in the 2-game win streak. You know what I'm saying? Like they're hovering around 5. I want to put them up higher, but I can't put them up higher yet. You know what I'm saying?
I understand because same reason why I do it too. Like I don't feel like they need to be above 5. They right there.
Yeah. Number 4, I dropped Casey down a spot. They're at the number 4 spot because they lost against Philly. They lost against a good team, but they're 8-3. You know what I mean? So their defense is playing lights out this year. You know what I'm saying? They just receivers need
but their offense ain't that good.
Yeah, the receivers and they need to protect the ball. You know what I'm saying? They need to catch and they need to stop you letting people punch balls out their hand. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to fix their offense. But I got them at 4 this week. Number 3, the Baltimore Ravens.
I ain't even going front. Like, I don't know why. I just always look past them for some reason, bro. Cause like I forgot all about them.
Yeah, Baltimore. Baltimore is 9-3. They won 2 games. They won 2 games in a row. I mean, they just know how to win games, and their defense is one of the best in the league. You know what I mean? So I got them at 3. Number 2. I put San Francisco, moved all the way up from 5 all the way up to number 2. Then a 3-game winning streak. You know, they're playing a high level. They're full strength. That is a dangerous team in the NFC, man.
Yeah.
Like
because of Christian McCaffrey,
and Debo Samuel back. They're running on all cylinders, and they're favored to beat Philly. So I got them at number 2.
Okay.
And of course, number 1 is Philly. They're 10-1. You can't put nobody past them. You know what I mean?
Brother, you know how much it irked my nerves that it's been like 3-4 weeks in a row that they've been number 1.
Yeah, man. And what did they won? Like 5 straight or something like that. I mean. And like I said, it ain't the games. Most of the games that like we say with Washington, Dallas, Kansas City, like it ain't Philly winning those games. It's the teams winning the games for Philly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
throwing away the game. Basically.
Yeah, they're throwing away. Like Dallas should have beat Philly. They was driving and they just went back on that last drive. Dak didn't see the tight end across the middle, which would have got them that winning touchdown, or would have got them right at the goal line. You know, of course, Kansas City. Kansas City is dropping passes, you know what I'm saying? You ever remember that football movie back in the day where dude couldn't catch the football? They called him Stone Hands. What they call it? It was I can't think of that movie, but I think he finally caught one, but they called him Stone Hands. Like they threw the ball up and the coach was like, "Don't throw it to Stone Hands." Couldn't catch anything, man. Like I'm gonna find the name of that movie. When I do, you probably remember. Like, oh yeah, I remember that movie, man. Yeah, man. But they got to start catching the football, man. Like I had to drop Kansas City all the way down from drop them a spot or 2. So my top 5: Philly 1, San Francisco 2, Baltimore 3, Kansas City 4, and the Jags number 5. And you notice, I don't know if you paid attention, but Detroit,
I know this. I'm happy. I'm
But I had to drop them because of that loss at home. But Detroit is right there. If we did 7, they would be between 6 and 7. You know what I mean? So they're not far out of the top 5. You know what I mean? But they'll be back. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be back.
I'm pretty sure because like everybody is 8-3 right now.
Yeah,
so it's like you can put any of these teams in the top 5.
And I mean, like I said with Denver, you can even start bringing them up, man. Like you don't go 1-5 and then win 4 straight by accident. You know what I'm saying?
They're probably going to be there next week.
Yeah,
top 5.
Yeah, they keep winning. You know, so I'll give them a few more weeks because they already got 5 losses and stuff like that. But they're only 2 more losses than the 8-3 teams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like that. Like I would say last year about Detroit. You know what I'm saying? When they was 1-7 and they went on to win, you don't accidentally. When I was like, people got Denver's. These teams got Denver's defense looking elite, but they're actually playing well. Yeah. And they're playing the right teams at the right time, getting them the wins. You know what I mean? And what's the quarterback name? What's that dude's name? I can't even. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's even playing decent. You know what I'm saying? He's been having a quiet, good season. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's our top 5. So y'all comment below. Do y'all like our top 5? And let us know if y'all got a top 5. We want to hear from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So comment down below. Who's your top 5 power teams so far after this is week 12? So let us know. And y'all stay tuned, man. So we'll be right back. We got a little NBA. So hang tight. We'll be right back.
It's my word to the fam. Yeah, I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.